All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Raklakadash, and the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, for giving us the spirit of truth in these last days which the world cannot receive. And as always, double honors to our apostles, elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth and do it well. Peace, love, and salutations to the Zakwani and Wa'achim, the elders and the brothers standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh, while Yahweh shine truth and sincerity, and shalom to the predestined elect. All right, so yeah, back into another lesson. Praying this lesson is edifying. I got a few videos here queued up. All right, and as you can see, the Lord Yahawashi is judging. Okay, a lot more of your so-called celebrities, so-called entertainers, your so-called up-and-coming rappers, okay, singers. All right, because, well, pretty much because of the satanic vibration that they're pushing out, man. All right, and what they're as you can see, it says gun violence in Newark. Well, this is all Jay rap about, man. All right, so before I actually play this clip here, let's go ahead and see what he was talking about before he actually died. This guy name is Corey Thompson, out there in Newark. Now, he was a so-called up-and-coming rapper, and he was known to be and beloved friend of another bug out named Fetty Wap, man. All right, but let's go ahead and see this real quick, because this was a day ago, but I got a few videos, so we're gonna get right to it. So let's see what he's talking about real quick. Starting off sounding like he ain't talking about nothing positive, but let's go ahead and play it though.
Brand new 40, been talking since the shorty. At the gun store, bought a brand new 40, so don't you roll up on me.
Yep, so, hey, he just caught the brand new 40. Don't you run up on him, right? All right, so that same vibration that you're putting out is going to come right back to you. That same energy, all right, it's going to come right back to you, man.
Gun go pop, and then you hear some rap spin. This ain't hopscotch, you throw that rock, don't cross the street. Pull up on your pot, that chop go pop, that's R.I.P. He get nervous when it's time to ride, he got paid.
You heard him. Okay. Pull up on your block, and all you hear is pop and R.I.P. That's no coincidence. The same man that said that same song, that same line,
a violent weekend in
just a day ago, it's gunned down. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this real quick.
Newark, 2 children were shot in separate shootings, and new video shows a man killed in the street. CBS 2's Corey James reports.
In a matter of seconds, life changed for the man in this video. As 29-year-old Corey Thompson turns his back to get into his black Range Rover, tragedy happens. We're freezing that graphic moment.
So like he said, pull up on your block, okay, with the Glock and R.I.P. and what else he said? He said he got a brand new 40. What a 40 at, man? You know, it's crazy, man. You weren't able to hold a 40 at all times where you at. Come on, bro. You gotta live what you rapping about, man. See, this is the Lord Yahawashi putting the spirit on these guys here to pull up out of nowhere and just ransack Jake, man. All right. And now, real quick, because this is a curse, I want to get this curse in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. This is a curse. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you, right? Because at one time we were tender amongst each other, man. You know, very peaceful, very pleasant, very honored amongst each other, respectful, and we knew who we were, man. Okay, when we were all together. But now that we've been divided and conquered, okay, due to us not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, all right, we look at each other as our enemies. But this is a curse, man. We're supposed to be looked at as tender and delicate as ever with each other, man. We're supposed to handle each other that same way, man. With brotherly love, brotherly kindness, and respect for that man's woman, respect for his children, and trade amongst each other and do all things in righteousness, man. But this is a curse. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, see, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. And this is what you see, man. And that word evil, break it down, Eve, meaning bad. I believe Eve, I get it mixed up a little bit, but evil pretty much means bad times. You know, I don't want to butcher it. It says his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And this is what's happening, man. Okay, not only are Jake gunning each other down, okay, but his eye is evil toward the wife of his bosom, okay, and also toward the remnant of his children, man. He's forsaking them and leaving the house and becoming a so-called rapper and getting gunned down, man. So, you know, like I say, real quick, let's recap here. It's only a few seconds, all right, of this here.
Brand new 40, brand new 40, been talking since the shorty. At the gun store, bought a brand new 40, so don't you roll up on me, yeah.
All right, so don't you run up on them. You heard it. So let's see how this ended, very tragically. Lifestyle, man, and all you rappers is really gonna have to taste of that as well. But let's get this real quick before I bring that out in the book of Galatians. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, and it reads, "Be not deceived, the Most High, Yahawashi is not mocked." Yeah, the Most High, Yahawashi is not mocked. Okay, all right, you're not getting away scot-free, man. Scriptures say the eyes of the Heavenly Father are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So it says, "For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap also." See? So whatever you sow, which you Jakes is sowing straight wickedness, and okay, you're killing each other over, I'm representing this flag, okay, my blue flag against your red flag, all right, or this block against that block, or this avenue, or this street, and you killing each other because you live across the street, but he ain't from that block, from that man. You Jakes is through, man. Okay, and the bigger picture is you don't even see how did you even get in this condition. That's why a lot of you 2/3 out there in Chicago and in these major cities, New York, where Jake is just dropping dead, man, by gun violence, man. And then you're so-called making it out as wanting to be a rap star because you see everybody rapping, man. Okay, but the same brand new 40 that you're talking about is the same 40 that you getting gunned down by, man, because the Most High is not mocked. All right, Jeremiah 15 and verse 1, point is verse 2. "Then said the Lord Yahweh Bashem to me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people." Right, because you're rebellious, man. "Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth." Verse 2, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?" And this is what we're telling you, Jakes, man. Then 2/3 of you, "Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword." Right, and what is the modern day sword? Modern day sword would be a so-called brand new 40, man. Okay, the AK, the Draco, okay? All these were terms, the 9, pull up with the stick. You know, hey, man, well, you pulling up with the same sword that you're going to be destroyed by, man, because the Most High is not mocked. It says, "And such as for the famine to famine," see? "And such as for the captivity to captivity," man. So let's get this in the time of Yahawashi Mashiach, when he was betrayed by Judas. All right, okay, when he had a multitude of guards, okay, with swords and staves come up against him, man. It says, "From the chief priests and elders of the people," right? Jump right to the point, Matthew 26 and 51. It says, "And behold, one of them which were with Yahawashi Mashiach stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant." I'm gonna read up a little bit so that we can understand what we're reading about. All right, let's start at verse 47. Matthew 26 and 47. "And while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves," right? "From the chief priests and elders of the people." Okay? Yeah, because Yahawashi was betrayed. Verse 48. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast. And Yahawashi was a man of complete innocence, man. But this goes to show that it don't matter what you do for Jake, man. Jake will still turn his back on you and betray you, man. And that's why we had a brotherhood, man. You know? Verse 49, but this must have been fulfilled. Verse 49, and forthwith he came to Yahawashi and said, Hail, master, and kissed him. Verse 50, and Yahawashi said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then come they and laid hands on Yahawashi and took him. See, so they took Yahawashi, man. They laid hands on him, right? Verse 51, and behold, one of them which were with Yahawashi stretched out his hand and drew his sword. So he drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. See, so he took that man's ear off for touching Yahawashi, and that was swiftly and precisely done, man. Hey, bro, you people be thinking the man of the Lord, you know, it's just some regular average Joes. No, man, the Lord is going to show you in that day when he raised up a standard who we really are, man. Okay. So let's see this real quick. Verse 52. Then said Yahawashi Mashiach unto him, it's the point, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And that's the point, man. Okay, he took up the sword and he shall perish, and he rapped about the sword. And it's all you jakes, man. All you do is talk about a 40, a 9, and pulling up with the stick and letting it hit, man. Well, let's see if you're going to make it in the kingdom. Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominables and murderers. Now, when you go into this word murderers, it's a key point, a key word I want to grab out of here. Because is this not all Jake talk about?
Strong's G 5406. Fanus.
Yeah, Fanus. And look, a murder, a homicide. Do not Jake say, it's gonna be a homicide today. You know all these. So look. So what's going? So slaughter. So what you think? What you think gonna happen to you? It's gonna be a homicide. Well, you putting out that vibration in whoremongers and sorcerers, okay, and idolaters. It says, and all liars shall have their part in what? In the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death, and that's being primarily here in Babylon the Great, which is America, by the way of thermonuclear missiles, hypersonic missiles, which is one of the armies of Yahawashi in the book of Revelations, the 9th chapter. And it's going to be a lot more of you Jakes getting put to death, man. So we're going to go ahead and close out on this here. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and to the next time, I say